Now today's topic is about adjectives. Welcome to the English speaking and grammar classes, and in adjectives we all know what are adjectives. Adjectives are describing words, and when we describe something at times, when we talk about attitudes, when we talk about the way we look towards our life, the way we look, the way we do something, so at times when we are describing ourselves or others, even we seem at times it seems that we are lacking with the words, the exact correct word. In that description, some words are there which are used in negative and positive both, or into separate categories. For example, if we take clever, clever is the ability of being intelligent, but when we use this word clever as the word cunning, crafty, or sly, so this means into negative. This comes into negative. Now that means this word clever, when we are using it, it can be into positive also, and depends on the sentence. If we use with the in somewhat the meaning like being cunning, crafty, or sly, then it is into negative. So that ways I have tried to divide the chapter so that it's easy for you to learn or use the terminology of describing. Like optimist, optimist is seeing the positive side of the life. At least half glass of water I have got, so we are positive that at least half glass is there. Pessimist of the same thing, only half glass of water is there. One more example I like to give it to you, quite often used by the students. Only 1 week is left, only 1 week, how we will prepare for the exam. Pessimist, at least 1 week is there, we can multiply our hours, we can work more, we can do the divide our make a proper timetable, divide our hours. So that is optimist. Now extrovert, if we see the etymology, extro means external and vert means the change. Intro means the internal and vert means the change. Extroverts means someone who is very outgoing, someone who is very into outward looking into the world or oneself, and introvert is the inward looking or only thinking about oneself, not talking. Now for example, the girl is quite introvert, and I don't think so she will express her feelings, and just the opposite is the extrovert. Now someone who is very relaxed and calm, okay, we'll complete the work, we'll complete, at least we should start with it. So that is a relaxed attitude towards life. First we will give a start, then only it will be coming to completion. If we, in the starting only we'll make a panic, how we will, so at least start with the thing, go gradually, it will come to an end. Anything which needs an end should get a start. So on tense, how we will do, only 2 days, only 2 days, only 2 days, and 2 days went off, only saying 2 days, 2 days, and no starting, no scheduling, no planning, nothing. So that is tense. Sensitive, sensitive feeling or empathizing or feeling sensitive about a situation, particular situation, and insensitive, not at all bothered about the things. Now sensible and down to earth, very clear about what is to be done, what is not to be done, very sensible. I know my roots, what I have to do, what I don't have to do, and I know what is my pocket, and that only I will do the best of it, and I will plan for the future also in that. So that is sensible and down to earth. And dreamy is something making your minds into different ways, like I will do this, I will do that, and without giving a planning or a timetable. Now we come to the abilities and lacking abilities, where every time it comes beautiful, ugly, good, bad. So if we are talking about intelligence, we are talking about stupids also. So why not to have a good lot of terminology, a variant terminology into that. Like if we are talking about intelligent, that is the bright side of a person, then the child is clever also, the student is clever. And if we are using clever for negative, then cunning, crafty and sly are the synonyms to that. Smart. Smart is another word which can be used for positive and negative also. Completely depends how you take the sentence. Smart. He is very smart in his work and he completes his work on time. I don't know how he plans out his timetable. He is very smart. Be careful of him. He knows how to turn and twist the things. So, completely depends how you are doing it. Able. I suppose that person is quite able. You can give this assignment to that person. He is quite efficient of doing that, and gifted is something God gifted, talented and brainy, something gifted. Already that talent is in that person, so you can rely on that. And now we will talk of the lacking abilities, where the person is not so much up to the stupid, foolish, half-witted, simple. Now simple is a word which can be used into positive and negative also. At times simple is mostly used nowadays for negative. Coming to the party in such simple looks, I don't think it's quite wise. So simple nowadays, someone who is not catching up with the fashion or with the extravaganza and all that, that is called very simple and stupid nowadays. So that is taken, but simple is a very positive word also. At times it depends on your sentence. Like if we use it, that person is quite simple and down to earth, you can talk to him and he'll give you the best suggestions needed at the time. So that ways these words can be twisted according to the demand of the sentence. Now there are a few words which come to us when we are talking about the attitude which we have towards others, which we think we have our attitude when we enjoy the company. That person is quite sociable. You don't feel hesitant to go and approach him because he's quite sociable. And another synonyms to that is gregarious. Gregarious is something again quite sociable, welcoming, very friendly, that means. Disagreeing to anything, when the person is not agreeing to what you have done or what you have said, that is quarrelsome or argumentative. And agreeing is just the opposite to that. You are in consent or in concord with the person. So that is the attitude you have towards. Now taking pleasure, if someone feels quite happy, if someone is other person is having pain, then cruel and sadistic. That person is really sadistic because I think this is the best time for him because his friend has ruined everything of his. Now relaxed in attitude, very easygoing. One I gave you the example here also, sensible and down to earth, very relaxed, easygoing and even tempered. He will never lose his temper, but try to be very positive with that. Now not polite, just the opposite of being relaxed in attitude. Impolite, rude, ill-mannered or discourteous. That is impolite, being not polite. That person is quite impolite or discourteous or rude or ill-mannered. All can be substituted for any. Now trust, when you have truth, something related to truth, when you have something very positive in you, that is honest. That person is very honest, trustworthy. You can believe that person or you can have trust on that person. Reliable, that person is very reliable and sincere towards his work. And unhappy for others' success. If someone is having good success, then you are jealous or envious. Now some words, I will tell you the same synonym having a negative meaning also. Now we will have the same word used in the positive and in a negative way also. Determined. That boy is quite determined for his goal. Now this determined could be into negative also. Determined for his goal, that is in positive sense. He will do anything to achieve his goal. Now anything could be quite stubborn. Determination has made him quite stubborn. He will excuse me, he will not listen to anyone. He's gone quite big-headed. That is, this word is not so formal. This is into spoken only. Big-headed, we don't use in grammar. Obstinate, he gone so stubborn for his goal that he will not listen to anything. He will not rely on anyone for that. So that in this way it can be used into negative also. Now if we say thrifty or economical, he is quite into saving, he thinks for his future, but in that it can be used in a negative way also. Go and beg anything, you say anything, that person is such a miser person, he is such a miser, he will not give a penny to you, he will not help into any means to you. He is quite mean, he will first think of himself, then he will think of anything else. Tight-fisted, even if he wants to, even if he thinks that you are a deserving one, you need that help, then also he will not help you. That is quite thrifty and economical. This is quite a positive word, but can be used into negative also. So this section you can say the same word can be used into positive, and it completely depends on the sense we are trying to convey. It can be used into negative also. Self-assured, you are quite sure what you are doing, you are quite sure what is your goal, you are quite sure that what next step should be. So self-assured, now that could be you are so sure of yourself that you are not going to listen to anyone. That is self-important. You are the only important one. You are not bothered about anyone. That makes you into arrogant and full of oneness. Full of oneness is another word which is used into spoken only, not into grammar. Now so self-assured is a positive thing, and full of oneself, like when you talk of only yourself, you are the only most important one in your thinking. That original, very original, he is not going to show off, he is not going to put on anything cheated, so that is original. But so being original could be very peculiar, particular, whatsoever happens I'm not going to do, this is my, this, very stubborn in that case, peculiar, weird, or odd. That comes in a very odd situation. So frank and direct or open, someone who is very frank, you just ask for his view, he will tell you the very correct, whether you are right or wrong, whether it is positive or negative, he'll tell you the correct thing, because he is very open and very frank. But that frankness and that interruption could be taken into blunt or abrupt also. You need to give your view, and whether that suits that situation or not, you are going to give it into the exact manner. That could be blunt also. Now broad-minded, is something you are open to taking new things, you are open to going to take with new scientific methods, you are quite open to things, broad-minded. But that could turn into unprincipled or permissive. That is something you are not very scheduled person, you are not a very organized person. That could come into that. I suppose I have tried to justify the characters or the attitude or our self attitude, how we take life, how our attitudes are, intelligence, abilities, attitude towards life, attitude towards others, and even the twisted words which can be used into positive and negative. I tried to justify it. I hope you like the video. If you like it, please do like and share, subscribe the channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon so that you are tuned in with the upcoming videos. And your comments are always welcome. You are always welcome to the English speaking and grammar classes. Please do follow the upcoming videos. A lot is there in the following index. Thank you so much for being there.